Welcome to Insurance Alert broadcast. I am Vivek Jain here. Today we have with us Mr. Saurav Sinha, Head Agency Channel, Iffco Tokio General Insurance Company Limited. From him, we are going to find out how a person can make a living by becoming an insurance agent. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's a real honor to be with you and to share our thoughts with you, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir. Sir, the first question to you is how can somebody make a living out of becoming an insurance agent?
Okay. Sir, the process laid down by the regulator is fairly simple. That anybody who's interested to work as an agent, he can get a license from the insurance company. So there are a few prerequisites which he is supposed to fulfill. So one is the academic qualification. So for an individual agent who wants to take a POSP license, which is point of sales license, he needs to be a matriculate. He should have completed his 10th. And apart from that, he has to fulfill his KYC requirement, which is mandatory. And then there is a training as well as an examination, which is conducted. So he has to go through a very small process. Having done that, then he becomes a agent with us. So that's a POSP agent. Another set of individual agents whom we call as IRD agent. So he also has to go through the same process, except for that is academic qualifications should be 10+2. And it's slightly a more training hours, which is 25 hours. And after that, he has to write examination and get the examination result successful. So these are the regulatory requirements which he has to fulfill. After that, he becomes an agent with us. So how does he make a living? Yes, of course, with insurance booming and the industry seeing a lot of growth as well as other growth prospects which we are witnessing. So there are commissions, there are rewards, as well as there are other motivating programs. So insurance gives him a very good career. So if one is keen about making a living, why only living, making a career? This is one of the few industries where he can make a very long-term career, and it also has a very high earning potential. So there is no capping on that. So it depends on his passion, his interest, his willingness to work, network, as well as market himself, as well as the insurance company's policies. And those are directly linked commissions. So it's a now fairly old profession in our country. And we have seen a lot of success stories. So beyond living, I'll say he can flourish financially, as well as make a name for himself in the market.
What are the procedures to become an agent in your company?
For us, sir, he has to submit his KYC documents and his academic qualification certificate. So our people there out in the branches, our sales team, so they contact him, or in case the agent is interested, he is welcome to contact the insurance company. And after handing over the documents, then he undergoes a simple training. And the training program is basically on the basic principles of insurance. There is also exposure given to him about how insurance works, some information, those are basic information about the company, his roles and responsibilities, his duties. And this is a small training program which goes for 15 hours. And after that, he has to undergo a written examination. That's also on the basic concepts of insurance. So these prerequisites, once he completes, he is ready to get a license. And once he is duly licensed, he is legally authorized to market or sell the products of the company. So this is what we do with them. But we don't leave them here. This is just to get him onboarded with the company. And after that, we have a very structured training program, which helps him learn about, if he's absolutely new to the industry, then we have very basic training programs. And the training programs are also structured layer wise. So we have 2 to 3 basic training programs. We call them as L1, L2, L3, level 1, level 2, and level 3, where he has to go through all the principles of insurance. How does insurance work? We also make him aware and train him well about our underwriting philosophies, the features of the product, whom to position, how to make insurance relevant for his customer, how do he understands the needs of his customer. So this is purely training, hand-holding. And if we find that he is already aware about insurance and about the other aspects of insurance, then we directly take him to higher training programs. So these training programs are very important for him to understand what is the product basket, what are the features which are there in the product, what kind of underwriting uh, concepts which are there, and how does it work well for his customer. Ultimately, he has to read his customer need and give the products accordingly. So make the product relevant as well as relatable for his customer. And this after this training program, then if he needs hand-holding, if he needs help of the insurance companies official to go with him, make joint visits or go for cold calls. So all those marketing supports are also there apart from training, so that he feels comfortable. He feels that yes, he is actually partnered with the right company, and the company is standing by him in all his approach as well as in his effort to garner policy for the company. Ultimately, he's working for the company. So that kind of a support system we also make available to the insurance agent. And then as the journey goes on, he has more trust and faith in the company, and then even his customers, they also respond. So the journey for him begins well. So all in all, there's a good handholding, there is a good training, there is a good after sales training, and even in the event of claim, the agent has also been trained about what's document he has to fetch from his customer, so that the entire process of claim settlement is also taken care of smoothly. And ultimately, the customer satisfaction, customer service, which is the core of company's service, that's also served well. So all in all, the company stands with him throughout his journey. And for us, Iffco Tokio, we are one of the largest players in the market and one of the initial pioneers. So we also put a lot of personalized efforts at even the branch level. Even the senior management is also very much focused and very much supportive in giving this particular agency channel a lot of support in all sense of terms, so that this channel, which we normally call as this channel, is owned by the company, because my agent or our agent works for the company. So that kind of morale booster, those kind of supports, as well as when he performs well, of course, he also deserves accolades, and those reward recognition programs, they are also there to help him and make insurance interesting and meaningful for him. So that's how has been the culture of Iffco Tokio in recruiting the agent and training the agent, and then making the agent grow and making the agent prosper and excel in his profession.
The way life insurance agency has grown and the way it is been developed, general insurance companies has not been able to make so much of agents huge network. What's your say on that?
GIC companies, general insurance companies, sir, I think that's my view that the recently there have been a lot of changes by the regulator, as well as there has been effort, because when we say point of sales agent, which started in year 2015, so it was basically to simplify the whole process of recruitment of the agents and onboarding them. So I think that's a step in the right direction. But yes, a lot more is desired, a lot more needs to be done, because we need to move beyond the big cities, the urban cities, to the rural pockets, to the rural sector, where insurance awareness has to be built, where people who can afford insurance, even insurance should be made available to them. So a lot needs to be done. But given the work, the groundwork which has been done, that's uh, that's encouraging, and especially the government as well as the support coming from the regulator has been overwhelming. And I think insurance companies should capitalize it well by expanding, by getting more agents onto the board and making them actually a good professional, so that insurance reaches to the segment which actually needs it.
What your company is doing in this direction?
Sir, for us, for Iffco Tokio, we are strongly present in the urban cities, and we have a separate wing which is called as EBK, which is the Emerging Bima Kendras. This is designed to take care of tier 3, tier 4 cities and mostly bordering the rural pockets. So we have a huge network. We have around 1,200, 1,200 network, which is not in the urban places. Urban places, we have SBUs or branches. So these rural pockets we are catering to, because there, as we all understand, that insurance has not reached as per the expectation of all the stakeholders. So through this EBK, it's like a virtual office, and it's a one-man army. And these employees are actually our on-roll employees. It's not say outsourced service or an outsourced process. And they are supposed to make agents in their own pockets. So even in the smaller towns, even in the smaller districts, we have a presence where we encourage people to understand insurance and target those segments who have entrepreneurial spirits, so that this also gives them revenues and also give them a long career path. So it's a effort which is going on for last many years, and we have seen our success also in those pockets. And I would be happy to share that we are one of the only company which has got a very strong rural presence in the private sector space, apart from public sector companies who are historically been there. So that's our effort, and that's the dream of our promoters also, that Ghar Ghar Bima, and it's clubbed with even the fertilizer, our Iffco fertilizer. So it's a very popular saying by our promoters also and by our company. Khad to khad, bima bhi saath. So we make bima available even through our farmer distribution network, through our fertilizer distribution network, so that the rural pocket is also benefited wherever insurance is required the most.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time and for your valuable information. We will be in touch with you in times to come for more updates.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, and it was
Yeah.
pleasure interacting with you. Thank you, sir.
Same here, sir. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaskar. Thank you.